Welcome to Oak Park Arena, home of the Brother Rice Warriors, where tonight it is indeed an honor and a privilege to be bringing you some fantastic MHSAA hockey. Two of the biggest names in the state getting together in what might be the best rivalry in all of this great state of Michigan. Brother Rice hosting Catholic Central. Along with my broadcast partner, Mike Iveso, my name is Sean Belegian. And Mike, let's get into it. There are so many great areas of hockey. There are so many great rivalries. This one's really special when you talk about Brother Rice and Catholic Central.
Absolutely. You know these boys didn't need anything to get up for this game tonight. It is by far the biggest rivalry in the state.
Well, let's talk about the visitors, Detroit Catholic Central. The Shamrocks aren't used to losing a lot of games, and they have a bad taste in their mouth. They played last night. Cranbrook Kingswood knocked them off by a score of 4-0. So, Mike, safe to say they're going to be itching to go today.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for Brother Rice, CC lost, and now you got to put up with a team coming off a loss. And as Coach was saying earlier, in this strange year, there's no practices in between some of these games. They're jumping right back into the waters here, and they're going to be ready.
And for the home team, I mean, what else can you say? Kenny Chaplin and his staff have done a fantastic job with the Warriors. Much like the Shamrocks, they advanced to the semifinals last year, the championship that never was, but they're looking to go back. This is a team, Mike, a lot of people feel the team to beat in Division II.
Well, you know, it's a proud tradition here at Brother Rice, and what I can't wait to see is this top line. We've been here for 2 hours before pregame, and I can't wait to see this top line we keep hearing about.
Mike, such a great point that you bring up. I've had a few people tell me that this line for Brother Rice that features the Marone brothers and a spectacular sophomore by the name of Peter Rosa might just be the best line in the state. That is saying a lot. And I'll tell you what, the noted poet Ric Flair once said, to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And that's what both of these teams are doing tonight. CC, of course, in Division I, Brother Rice in Division II. There's no better measuring stick.
No, this is going to be a great test for both of them to see where they're going to go, where they're going to end up in the playoffs. And here they are getting ready to come out on the ice. They're ready to play.
You bring up such a great point. We had a chance to talk to Coach Kalanicky a little bit before the game, and he said, look, you know, this is a different year. You know, it's still Catholic Central, it's still Brother Rice, but these kids, I mean, take a look at some of the schedules around the state. You know, there are double headers being played everywhere. There are games being played tonight, being played tomorrow morning, et cetera, et cetera. That's just something that everybody's going to have to deal with, and I think Coach Kalanicky was very blunt about it. He said, this is the way it is. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, Mike, we weren't sure that these guys were going to be playing. Yep. So you have to be prepared. This season is going to be different, and that's a big part of it.
Absolutely, and he was saying there's some growth to be had. It's high school hockey. These kids need to grow. They've been through a lot. This is going to be a tough year to grow with not a lot of practices, all games, but we'll see how it comes out.
Well, normally, and I can say this, my broadcast partner from Hockey Time and I, John Kidd, were out here. We were out here together last year for a tremendous chapter of the Catholic Central Brother Rice rivalry. You were making mention of this earlier, Mike. Normally, you have fans that are already chanting. You have the CC, student section, which is just loud, and you have the Rice student section, which is loud. That's going to be one different here today. We're glad that we can bring it into your living room or your iPad, your phone, whatever the case may be. But I'll tell you what, the one thing maybe missing is some of the ambiance from the student sections and the fans in the building.
Oh, yeah, I've been here. I've seen plenty of these games, and I was telling you, you're talking 2,000, 2,500 people, 6 deep on the board, slamming on the glass. They're not going to have that, but again, these kids have grown up playing against each other. These rivalries don't like each other. They're not going to need much to get up for this game.
Well, one of the beautiful things about working for state champs, and obviously we're proud to bring you Hockey Time every week. We're going to have our Warrior Player of the Year list coming down. There are a few guys on both of these teams that could make a case for that, and I'll tell you what, it's a pleasure to work with you, my friend, as well. Little Mike and little Sean right now are laughing somewhere in the past that we're here doing a game together, but I think you and I have watched a few games in our lifetime together, huh?
Oh, plenty of games and plenty of barbecue eating while we've been watching those games, right?
I wish we had a little barbecue here, but the next best thing is being here to watch the game in person. I need to reiterate, hey, I'll tell you what, not that long ago, it was a big question as to whether or not we were going to drop the puck at all. And the kids did a great job, the ADs did a great job, and they've earned the right to come out here. And so far, so good with this season. One of the issues with this season, of course, is it is shortened. And you're going to play a lot of games together, but everything comes down to USA Hockey Arena that last weekend in March.
And we can't wait to get there, right? And getting in here, I think I was telling you earlier, there was a team on before, and just hearing the kids having fun, hearing this and watching these guys out here, seeing the looks on their face, it's awesome that we're here and it's awesome that we're back.
One of the coolest things, I'll tell you what, I'll never forget this. This is not an overstatement. My first night out, when they first said hockey could start, I went out the first night to a local rink, and Mike, honestly, I remember I texted you, smiles everywhere.
Yep.
And certainly that's what we're going to be looking for tonight. Heck of a lot of smiles in the crowd, but it's going to be all business once these two get on the ice. Mike, you've been there. For people that don't know, Mike was an assistant coach at Grosse Pointe North. What are you telling the young players right now? Because emotions are high.
Yes.
You got to get those emotions in check. What are you saying as an assistant coach?
That's exactly what you're telling them. You got to keep those emotions in control. When you use them the right way, it's a positive. But if you let them control you and you're not controlling yourself, it could be trouble. You could take bad penalties. You have missed plays. So you've got to get their emotions in control.
Especially in a rivalry game. I mean, we saw a great game in the state of Michigan last week. I know we had our state champs film crew out there. You had two of the best, one of the best out of Division II, Livonia Stevenson taking on Catholic Central at USA Hockey Arena. One mistake was all the difference in the world, and it ended up in the back of the net, and Catholic Central came away with a 2-1 victory in that one. Catholic Central, as we mentioned, trying to forget what transpired last night. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the action. We've got the national anthem coming up next. Don't you go anywhere. It's almost game time right here all across the State Champs Network. Getting ready to drop the puck here at Oak Park Arena. So glad you can join us wherever you may be all over the great state of Michigan. One of the best rivalries, two of the best teams. What more could you ask for on a Friday night? It is a pleasure to be bringing you this game all across the State Champs Network, whether it be, now Mike, let me make sure I get this straight. Twitch, Facebook. And YouTube.
And YouTube, yep. All their social media.
Thank goodness we have kids that understand all this stuff, right?
Absolutely.
It sounds like Portuguese to me. My name is Sean Belegian. He is Mike Ivesil. It is a pleasure to be with you here tonight in Oak Park. Getting the start in net just to our left of our broadcast vantage point. Coach Kalinicki going with Bobby Masters, the junior goaltender for the Shamrocks, and a guy that's been there and done that for a few years now with Brother Rice at the other end of the ice. Number one, that's Drake Danu getting the start for Coach Chaput and the Warriors.
Does that say 6'2"? From here, we're across the ice. He looks like he's about 6'8".
Yes, he does. He is a big, big goaltender. We are underway. Catholic Central, of course, in that Shamrock blue, controls early in their own zone. Dante Williams drops it right in front of us. Hemi trying to get it out of the zone, intercepted by Brother Rice. Now an opportunity to break out. Here come the Shamrocks going the other way. Playing a little dump and chase into the corner. Controlled by Rice, and they clear it coming the other way, right in your face. Quickly taken over by the Shamrocks as they look to start something going underway. Just underway here, a mere 40 seconds in. Brother Rice, Catholic Central. Good battle behind the net there. Far side won by Rice. To the line, but not out. Punched right back in by the Shamrocks. Shamrocks with an early jump here, Mike.
Yes. It looks like they're coming out with their speed. They learned from a bad period last game. They're not going to let that happen again.
Yeah, good opportunity there. Just a Rolls side. Is still controlling the play down there, getting the puck in deep. Now a chance in front, Dano down in front of the net. Back in behind the net, doing battle back there. Number of players in orange. You can hear the official saying, play it, play it, play it. Rice does that. Finally gets the puck to the line, but not out. Kept right back in. Tenacious forecheck going on here by Catholic Central, Mike.
They're all over him with that speed. They're not giving them any time or space to move that puck right now.
Here's an opportunity for Rice. Here they come in. Side of the net. Look at Shamrocks getting back. Good job getting back. To the line, not out. Punched right back in. Keep an eye on that young man, Ryan Marone. I've had people tell me that this line might be the best line in the state of Michigan. Rosa, Andrew Marone, and Ryan Marone. So keep an eye on them. Big hit there by the above-aforementioned Ryan Marone. Puck comes to the side. Big stop there. Oh, Masters had to be careful. Good job coming over far wing. Now back in behind the net. Catholic Central, 5 men packed in deep to the line, but not out. Punch back in. Coming near side right in front of our broadcast vantage point. Stick under the arm. No call. They say play it. Speed the other way, Catholic Central. 1-on-3, finally getting some help in there. Pumping it in back behind the net. Circling, waiting for somebody. To the line. Shot right back in, just a wide of Danu. No score yet. A swift moving 3 minutes into this one, Mike Ivesil. Icing called. I thought he waved it off for a second.
I thought he waved it off, and they were going to take the puck down here.
Well, you mentioned it, Mike. Speed is the name of the game. When you're talking about these two teams, there's speed to burn between these two teams.
And that hurts you on both sides of the puck. They're not giving them any room or any space when they're in the defensive zone there. But that was a great first look at that line we've been talking about, the Maroons and Rosa there. What a shift.
Draw won by the Shamrocks to the line. Not able to keep it in. Rice trying to come the other way. Good, smart defensive play there by Hemi. A 2-on-1 was possible, but he chipped that away. Now coming the other way. Hemi gets it knocked down at the line, but controlled there by Dante Williams, the senior defenseman. Back to his defense partner. To the line and just into the neutral zone. No score yet. Shamrocks, Warriors. Another chapter of this illustrious rivalry here in the great state of Michigan. Rice trying to get something going now into the neutral zone and now in the attacking zone. Flipped up to himself. That is Dudley. Dudley getting some help now. Knocked down in front, and here come the Shamrocks the other way. They break out, pass a little too long, and that's going to go all the way down the ice for the icing.
We got a little feeling out period here, it looks like. Not a lot of movement off the puck. The defense are having trouble getting anything going, and we know that defense is going to start your offense. It's going to come soon once those forwards start moving off the puck.
13-18 to go here. First period, no score. So glad you could join us on the State Champs Network. He's Mike Ivesel. I'm Sean Belegian. Draw one and controlled by the Shamrocks for now. Send it back the other way, trying to get it out. They do, into the neutral zone. Now with speed coming the other way. That's quick coming the other way. Danu sliding over. Had to be very, very safe there. Shamrocks on the puck, though, to the line. Now trying to pump it back in. High slot area. Dano with the quick glove saying no, sir.
A couple good chances there. That was a smart play, entering over the blue line. The off-winger cut across, and that puck came right to him. You got to keep moving.
You know, you got some great eyes. You're absolutely right. That kid doesn't look 6'2". He looks like a monster down the other, and he flashed some quick glove down there as well. I had to be very careful as the Shamrocks with the early jump. No score yet. All-important draw in the attacking zone, controlled by Rice for the moment, and they get a chance to break out. There's three of them. Just shot in. Going to play it back to his defenders. That wasn't the right call there. Lots of pressure. Opposite side of that goaltender, junior goaltender Bobby Masters. Rice still on it. It's that top line. Boy, I'll tell you what, Ryan Marone in particular has been buzzing tonight. That has been Rice's best player so far. Here he comes again. Marone on the wing, in front. Just missed a wide. Two Warriors in front, and they just couldn't finish it. Marone on the puck again. Marone setting up. Good stop there by Masters. Boy, this line is just buzzing. Mike, another opportunity for Marone.
That's exactly what I was saying. That was moving off the puck on that cycle. What a great play.
Still on top of it, Ryan Marone, a heck of a shift. Now to Rosa, the sophomore. Still in control is Marone. Marone's just going to try to shoot it in, but Catholic Central controls. Billy Shields, that's a guy to keep an eye on, number 7. That's another heck of a player here in the great state of Michigan. But I'll tell you what, Mike, when this Marone-Rosa line is on the ice, they are really making their presence known.
Absolutely, and you got Shields, one of the top players for CC, drawing that assignment there to be playing against them, so he's going to have to be playing a little bit of defense tonight.
Swift moving first, 5.5 minutes in this game. So glad you can join us. There's an opportunity back behind the net, trying to set up, they score!
Wow, behind the net, nice eyes. He moved a little bit, got the defense turned around, and that guy was right there.
Boy, Mike, you nailed it. It's that little second of patience that pays all the difference in the world. We're going to get the official call to see who that was that banged that home.
But that just goes to show you, Rice carried the play for a little bit. CC goes down, takes advantage of that chance.
We'll let you know who it was down low with the massive humanity in deep who scored that goal. Mike, if you hear them announce it, let me know. But that's a great start as the puck falls right in front of us.
Oh,
puck falls. Look
here's
at that.
A puck for you.
You
Souvenir.
Why don't you give that to your son?
I'll give that to my son.
You take it home and give that to your son.
Sebastiano, you got a present coming
There you go.
home.
Sebastiano can do that.
Thank you, Mr. Belegian.
1-0 Detroit Catholic Central. Good job in behind the net to wait. Dano just a half second late covering over. And Catholic Central takes the 1-0 lead. Rice wants something to say about it. The captain out there, Alex Hamady.
Wow, some banging going on now.
Here comes Rice. They've got numbers, CC. They've got numbers coming the other way. Dumped into the corner, now back in behind that Rice net. Opportunity to come out now. Nice move, far wing. Just shoots it in. No problem there for Masters, and he makes the safe move there, Mike, and just says, I'm covering this up. I don't want any garbage out in front.
Oh, absolutely, and just a smart play by the Rice player. It's underrated what pucks to the net can do. A little bit of a fumble there. That was about a second away from being a good chance on the rebound. But, good, smart play by the goalie to cover that up.
Isn't that one of the earliest things you learn, Mike? Throw it at the net and good things happen. And they almost happened there for Rice.
I can't tell you how many times I've said that.
We definitely want to thank our friends at the Alta Equipment Company as well for hooking us up. I mean, this is absolutely, positively awesome. We appreciate them immensely. Shot in, stopped by Masters and out into the neutral zone. Hey, while we have a moment, State Champs Hockey Player of the Year presented by Warrior Hockey. You can cast your vote at statechampsnetwork.com. Whoever leads our online vote will be never removed from our top 10. Go to statechampsnetwork.com and vote.
Well, while we're here, I'm going to tell you, getting pucks to the net looks like it's going to be important tonight. I don't know what it is, but that puck is bouncing, and the goalie has fumbled it a couple of times. There might be an opportunity later in the game if that happens again.
Keep an eye on that, Mike. Nice, astute point. Battle right at the Rice line. Kept in for the moment. Still kept in. Rice on top of it. Trying to throw it in front, and they finally get a chance to break out. Going to make a change now, and this should be a clear here for Janes back in behind his own net. Punches it up to Zott, who just dumps it in. You've seen them doing a lot of the dumping here tonight, Mike. And you know what the thing is? You have to go win those battles, and Catholic Central has done it so far here tonight.
Absolutely. When you have the speed that they have, they're almost beating the Rice defense to the puck. I'm going to have a feeling a couple of these defense are going to go to the bench, and the Rice coaches are going to let them know they've got to get to that puck.
They're winning some puck battles. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, but I have a feeling they're just going to pump it right back in deep. This time controlled by Rice to the line, but not out. Kept in once again by Catholic Central. Big battle in the corner over there. You'd see banging the stick calling from that pass, but it's going to be Rice with an opportunity to get it out, but they can't. Throw him back out in front, kind of the blind pass, an opportunity to break out now for Brother Rice. Back in behind his own net is Masters. Just sets it on a tee for Hemme. Hemme's going to skate it out, and back in deep it goes.
Yep. It looks like CC's defense is settling down a little bit. They're getting that puck out, and they're getting it in their blue line, and they're starting their offense down there.
Tough angle shot there. Deneau had to be very careful, knocked it in back behind his net, but Catholic Central continues to win those battles in behind the net. Far side now, Hemme with a nice move. Look at Hemme on the backhand, throwing it towards the net. Deneau knocks it aside. Puck still loose in the corner. Catholic Central with some serious puck possession here. Throw it towards the net, but into the corner, still controlled by the Shamrocks. 1-0 Shamrocks on top. It has been a puck possession game for the Shamrocks, to be sure. To the line and finally out, but guess what? Brother Rice has to make a change, and here comes Hemme again. Head up,
Nice
throws
pass.
it up the middle, just off the stick. Now here comes Rice again, coming back the other way. Hamity with a shot towards the net, knocked aside. Shamrocks with a breakout. 2-on-2 the other way. Going to dump it in deep. Heck, why not? They've had a lot of success with that tonight. Battle in behind the net. Shamrocks still winning some battles. 7.5 minutes to go here in this first period. Kept in by the Shamrocks.
Man, they are making life real tough on these guys. These defensemen are getting pounded down there low. They try to get it up the half board to the forwards. They're getting hit. This is really looking like the rivalry we thought it was going to be.
Dano had enough of that on the backhand and just said, I'm going to freeze this here, give you guys a chance to maybe win the draw and see if you can get something going the other way. 1-0 your score here in Oak Park. He is Mike Ivesel. My name is Sean Belegian. And I want to give a special shout out to our crew. These guys are fantastic putting this together. Icing called here.
That last shift CC had, I think it was the first time they had an opportunity. They got Shields away from that top line, and he had quite a nice little shift, feeding the defense some nice looks out there.
By the way, while I have a moment, State Champs and Alta Equipment would like to congratulate Woodhaven High School coach Brian Sullivan, Mike, on his 450th career win this week.
Wow.
State Champs and Alta building champions. Congratulations, Coach.
It's pretty good, huh?
Puck in behind that. Brother Rice Net again, an opportunity to get it out. Not there, fighting it towards the net. Hit some bodies in front, now into the neutral zone. Had to be very careful there. There's Marone. He has been active tonight.
Did you see that closing speed?
Ooh, take a look. There's an opportunity for Rosa now. Knocked off the puck very nicely by Nick Condon, the junior defender for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks coming the other way now. Ursini giving chase down there. Now back into the neutral zone. Here comes Marone. Marone with a nifty move, but staying with him is Shane Zott. It's not the mistake, it's the recovery, Mike.
Absolutely. You may make that mistake, he may get by you, but it's the way you turn and get back on that puck.
Shamrocks on top of it now. Shane Zott, a near side to Carson Wood. Carson Wood's going to throw it into the neutral zone, but lose it there. Trying to flip it to himself. Here comes Rice the other way. Weird deflection in front. You're absolutely right, Mike. You brought that up about 2 minutes into the game. That puck has taken some strange bounces. That one takes a bounce into the corner for an icing with the face-off coming deep into the CC zone. Boy, it is bouncing tonight, isn't it?
It is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they didn't freeze them enough. It's got a little chill in here. It should be all right, but it is bouncing. Back to your point about that top line's been out, and they've had some nice chances, but the CC defense have recovered from their mistakes.
Max Brown plays it in back behind the CC net, but controlled by CC. Rice now, D playing catch in their own zone, trying to get something offensively going. Maybe here's a chance here. Nice move, but staying home. Boy, give Hemi credit. Just stood upright, made himself big. Nothing to do there, Mike.
And the patience to make that outlet pass.
Quick shot there by Tommy Shea. Deneau had to be very careful. That big frame, he stays up, and I'll tell you what, he is big. Now to the point. Hemi with the shot from the point, deflects into the corner. Boy, I'm not sure Danu saw that. Hemi again, just a wrister towards the net. Goes wide the other way. Boy, Mike, the ice is tilted right now. There's no other way to say that. Here's a giveaway at the line. Catholic Central on top of it. Room coming in. Knocked away by Dano.
Dano's had to be big early in this game.
Trying to clear it the other way, but controlled by Catholic Central. Here they are on top of it again. Same thing. Same recipe. Dumping it in. Dano's going to get there this time. Leave it for one of the defenders deep in his own zone. Twist one way, twist the other way, but Catholic Central on top of him again. 4:55 to go here, in behind the net. Trying to get that puck back to the point, not that time, but battle won again by Catholic Central, up and over the boards. Wow. I don't have time to breathe here, Mike.
Oh,
this is beautiful.
CC's been all over him. You got a lot to call, but the game plan that these coaches drew up is working because they're everywhere. They've got a forward quick on that defense that's got the puck. He's got no outlets. He tries to turn back the other way, and there's another guy coming at him. Right now, CC is just buzzing.
You know, you sound pretty smart. Am I allowed to say that?
I sound smart?
Yeah, you sound smart.
Huh. Must have been the barbecue I ate earlier.
Puck in the corner after the draw. Catholic Central still on top of it. Clean game so far as well, Mike. I know the second I say that, we get a penalty, but both these teams know what's at stake, and you make a mistake in a game like this, and it's going to end up in the back of your net. No doubt about that.
And absolutely. The refs want these guys to play, so as long as the kids are keeping it clean, they're going to let them play.
Here's an opportunity for a 2-on-1.
Oh, what a back check.
Coming near side, but a great back check, and in transition, here come the Shamrocks. They've got three going the other way. One peeled off, called at the line on the offside. Boy, you are absolutely right. That set up like a Peter Rosa, Ryan Marone 2-on-1, and an active stick on the back check, Mike.
Not only an active stick, I was more impressed that he slid, knocked that puck away, got up off his knees, and he led that rush back up the ice. What a play by Marone.
Still 1-0 here. Rice wins the draw into their own zone. Picked off by Hemi. Boy, he's been active tonight. Jumping up into the play. Shot in front of the net, goes wide. Rice trying desperately to get the puck out. They do for the moment, but again, puck controlled by the Shamrocks. Now trying to get an attack going. Rice finally gets it out over the line, knocks it in deep. Bobby Masters is going to leave it there for Hemi.
I was going to say, I know what it feels like to be in a game like this. If you're Brother Rice, you feel like CC's got 8 guys out there.
Well, number 8's been very active tonight right there as well. Misses his man there, and that is going to go the length of the ice for an icing.
That's not going to hurt you, though. You tell your defense all the time, move the puck and move it hard. If your guy misses it, an icing isn't going to hurt you.
Of course, Catholic Central, coached by Brandon Kalinicki, class of 2000 at Catholic Central, had a very good career at Catholic Central, went on to play hockey for the University of Michigan.
He was a pain to coach against, I know that.
CC wins the draw back into their own zone. Condon gets it out into the neutral zone. CC looking to attack. Throw the puck in deep again. Why not? They've won so many battles down there, and it led to the only goal of the game.
And don't change it if it ain't broken.
From the point, puck in deep. Dano down. Boy, way out of the net, but that big body able to keep the puck outside. Transition now. Here comes Ryson on the backhand. Boy, Masters had to be quick there. Brett Harris, with a burst of speed, was in alone on his backhand. Masters stayed home.
It's like we know what we're talking about. The defenseman was beat on that speed, but he didn't give up. He turned with his stick and made a great play to throw him off just enough. He couldn't get everything on that shot, and a great save.
He has been stellar tonight when called upon. There is no doubt about it. By the way, State Champs is located on the campus of Lawrence Technological University. They offer over 20 varsity sports, including, Mike, men's hockey. Women's hockey will debut in the fall of 2021 as well. You can recruit yourself at ltuathletics.com. I think Kevin's life would be made easier if the guy calling the game would actually do the reads in order. So the guy calling the game will apologize to Kevin right now and say, my bad for not doing them in order. I hope you can forgive me. Rice on top of it. Now a deflection in front. Dangerous. Boy, Masters had to hug the post. Trying to bang that in off of the goaltender was Andrew Marone. Here's that top line again. Asserting itself, opportunity in front, just bounces off. Let's see if the Shamrocks can get something going the other way. They've got numbers. Look at Rice back on the back check. Opportunity in front. Oh, baby.
Great play. A little center drive. The wing cuts over. A nice pass by Shields. Great opportunity. But I tell you, that top line, are they fun to watch?
They really are.
It's like they've played together for years and years and years. They know where everyone's going to be. They throw a puck to exactly where they trust that guy is going to be. Trust is big on a line like that.
And you know the reality is, Mike, they've played as a line for a couple of games. That's the reality of that. Two sophomores, once again in number 10, Peter Rosa. The younger of the Maroons, Andrew Marone, number 13, and Ryan Marone, number 14. They are fun to watch. CC again in back behind the net. Trying to do some work. They're really grinding it out back there, Mike. Making those Rice defenders pay the price.
Yeah, they're going to feel like they've played 3 periods after this first period. These defense have been under pressure the entire period.
Still 1-0 here. Shamrocks, as they just keep hemming Rice into their own zone. Nearly a giveaway there into the neutral zone, but punched right back in for the moment by CC. Now an opportunity for Rice to come out. Let's see if they can get something going offensively. Just going to dump it in deep, maybe play some dump and chase of their own. They win the battle in back behind the net, trying to cycle the puck down low now. 2 Catholic Central players there, able to get it just beyond the line and out. Now Rice looking to do a little dump and chase of their own as they go for a change. Head up now, Shane Zott to the line, just out of the zone. Hit just over the line. Rice going to punch it back in. Bobby Masters says, I'm going to hold on to that.
Yeah, I have a feeling Rice's coaches are going to be talking to their wingers about moving off the puck. You watch that top line, and they're moving off the puck, and they're the only line that's really had some good pressure on there. But we've seen their D get trapped back there, and their forwards are kind of stationary. They're not moving, giving them a good option to move.
Hey, in our first intermission, we'll show you State Champs Hockey Time each and every week. Myself and Jonathan Kidd will recap what's happening in high school hockey across the state of Michigan. So in case you missed it, we'll have it for you in the intermission. Mike, I know you never miss it.
No, never.
Catholic Central coming the other way now. Their recipe has been pretty simple in this first period. Throw the puck in deep and then work to get it back. This time, Rice coming the other way. Here's an opportunity just offside. And I mean, just offside.
You are right. The ref was right on the line. It was a good call. But you've got to do that. You've got to have speed when you hit that line. The chances that Brother Rice has had, they've hit the blue line with speed, and they're getting past CC's D.
43 seconds remaining in this first period. Catholic Central on top, 1-0 draw just outside the CC zone. Control for the moment by CC, punched in by Rice. Big battle right in front of that Catholic Central bench, won by Marone. Here comes Marone. Boy, this line has been dangerous. Ryan Marone, I think it's safe to say, Mike, might be their best player this first period.
Absolutely. And I got to give him credit. He doesn't have a ton of size, but that kid's
coming
hard to
the
get off
other
the
way.
puck.
Boy, kind of crossed to no up there, shot across the grain. Another opportunity down and low, sliding Rice defender to the line. Kept in. Hemi just throws it towards the net. Dano down. That one hit him. Oh, that big frame served him well that time. Catholic Central really putting on the pressure again. Pumped in deep, but that is going to do it for this first period of play.
Wow.
Catholic Central certainly carried the play, but Mike, if you're Brother Rice right now, you got to say to yourself, we're fortunate to be down 1-0. We got an opportunity to make this different in the second period.
Absolutely, and they should be tapping their top line on the shoulder there because they've been carrying the play for them when it's not in their zone. That last 15 seconds, I think, was the only time all period that line played in their own zone. That's how good they've been playing.
I think we can breathe now, pal.
Can we?
We didn't have an opportunity to breathe much in that first period. That first period flew by. Hey, all jokes aside, what else would you expect when you're talking about two of the best teams?
Absolutely.
Huh?
CC Brother Rice, this is exactly what we expected. There's been speed, there's been scoring opportunities, and there's been some banging on the boards. And like we said, they're making life easy on these refs. They're playing it clean. They're playing exactly like you want to see a high school hockey game.
Don't you go anywhere. We will have second period action for you in just a moment, but I want you to stay here during the intermission. You know why? Mike's favorite show, Hockey Time, is going to be on in the intermission right here on the State Champs Network.
Welcome inside the State Champs Studios for another edition of State Champs Hockey Time. I'm Jonathan Kidd, along with Sean Belesian. Sean, how's it going? First week out of the books.
Great. It was outstanding to be out multiple nights, John. And, you know, the way the schedule is, I mean, pretty much every night there's an opportunity to go out and see a game. Some teams are going to be playing double headers, but a great start to the season, no doubt about it.
All right, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Our presenting sponsor, the Alta Equipment Company, Lawrence Technological University. You can recruit yourself at ltuathletics.com. Our friends over at the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association, the Michigan High School Athletic Association, the Detroit Medical Center Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, the Detroit Athletic Club Foundation, and our newest sponsor, Warrior Hockey. More on them a little later in the show, but shout out to them for coming on board.
Love it. That makes me so happy. I have some friends over there, and it's pretty cool that they're helping out in our backyard. So thank you to all the great folks at Warrior.
Last week in our high school hockey preview, we didn't get a chance to talk about Ann Arbor Pioneer and Ann Arbor Skyline because at the time of our taping, Ann Arbor Public Schools had a ban on contact sports. They did lift it. Ann Arbor Pioneer and Ann Arbor Skyline are now officially playing, along with Ann Arbor Huron as well. Let's talk a little bit about the Pioneers and Skyline and Huron.
Yeah, number one, we're happy that they're playing. I mean, there was no disrespect intended last week. We didn't know how to handle it. As a matter of fact, truth be told, we had to edit out a segment where somebody was pretty ticked off at the fact that you guys weren't playing. But Pioneer looking to build on a strong season last year. Great start so far. I like what I'm seeing out of their top line. I wish I could get an opportunity to go see them. But, John, 23 points combined in a couple of games. So great start for them, no doubt about that. Skyline as well. You know, you might remember Jamie Newton was a guy, we brought up his name a few times. 5 goals, 8 points to start the season. Much like Pioneer trying to build on what was a really good season last year, it's going to be fun to watch because both of these teams look very legitimate.
All right, last week in our preview, we also talked about Novi, and we said, if they get some more scoring, they can be a very dangerous team in Division II. How about 17 goals in their first 3 games? Isaac Gibbs scoring 7 of them.
Yeah, you know what? I got a chance to see them twice last week, as fate would have it. Darn good team. You know what Austin Muirhead brings to the table? He was outstanding as a sophomore last year. I wouldn't expect anything else now as a junior. That's a good team. You know, we talked about that last week. Don't sleep on the Wildcats in Division II. They've really play deep. You're getting some contribution from multiple places and everything. So Novi's going to be a team to keep an eye on.
We're going to look at 2 games in the Metro League from last week. Detroit Country Day. Lucas Kroll, who we might be talking about a little bit later here in the show, a little tease there. He scored a hat trick, including the Michigan goal against Woodhaven. They beat them 5-1. And also Liggett, they played Allen Park 5-1 as well.
Well, and you know what it jumps back to? I mean, both of these teams, in various ways have made a name for themselves. I think everybody saw what, Liggett did last year, and everybody remembers, a year ago around this time, they really started to get going. They've got a lot of talent there. Yellow Jackets, it's been a few years now. You come to accept it, but you're absolutely right. Lucas Kroll is a kid that if you're talking about a player of the year candidate, you have to include his name in there. He's been outstanding. The Yellow Jackets, look, they are one of the usual suspects now. I use that term often. They're one of the usual suspects now, and it's fun to watch, and it's fun to watch Liggett. They've got a pretty darn good coach there as well.
And you got Doug Wood returning too. He also scored a hat trick in that game as well.
Yeah, he was a guy that we talked about last year, and they got themselves a big kill come playoff time as well. So they're looking to build on that. Keep an eye on them.
All right, UD Jesuit. We talked about their 8-7 win over South Lyon Unified last week. They also got 2 key wins in the MIHL over Brother Rice and Trenton, and the Trenton game was an overtime winner by Max Marquette.
Well, and you know what? There you go again. You bring up a guy. I mean, Player of the Year candidate Le Foncé Valente, Max Marquette, getting it done, getting the overtime winner against Trenton. Check out that week, though. By the way, that means the steering wheel for the French.
You got to explain it a little bit.
There, Le François Valente, but Le Foncé Valente. It means the steering wheel, and he's driving them right now. There's no doubt about that. Take a look at that. SLU 4-0 against Rice, who in my mind is one of the best in D2, and a 3-2 win in overtime against Trenton. Again, one of the best in D2. Big statement for UAD coming up, and there's no rest playing the schedule that they play, but off to a great start.
Speaking of Brother Rice, they rebound after that loss to Jesuit, and they went up against Heartland and 3-2 win.
Yeah, you know what? A big W in a battle of the semifinalists. And, that's the one thing about this schedule this year is you more often than not, you're going to have a chance right away to get that bad taste out of your mouth. I'm sure they didn't like losing the way that they did to UAD, but to come back and knock off Heartland, again, they were both semifinalists last year. Thing with Rice is they're also getting healthy. They're going to be getting some guys back this week. John, I know we're going to get a chance to see them up close and personal later on this week. More on that as well. But Brother Rice is absolutely loaded, and you know what it is? They've got sophomores, they've got juniors, they've got seniors. Warriors got it going on.
All right, last week in our preview, we talked about Rockford and Forest Hills Northern Eastern being the top teams out on the west side of the state. I think we need to add Byron Center onto that list. They beat Rockford 4-2, and in the latest coaches rankings, they're number 2 in the state in Division II.
Well, I think you absolutely positively have to add them. Byron Center is another one I don't know how much we talked about them. Forest Hills NEM here, nothing but good things. Just to follow up on what we said last week, a lot of people told me that there was a talent upgrade. Well, you know what? They're showing that there was a talent upgrade. So an outstanding situation right now when you talk about what's going on over on the west side. Because to me, John, that's what I look at. I'm looking at teams that can join the party and stick around for quite some time. And so you've got a few there. To me, I look at especially what's going on at Byron Center. You're talking about a guy, in my opinion, John, that deserve some Coach of the Year consideration. This is a couple years in a row now that you have to take a look at Taylor Keyworth as a guy that deserves some coach.
And actually, he was our state champs Division I Coach of the Year last year.
Absolutely, and I think more people need to know about this. Keep an eye on them. I mean, it's crazy when you talk about a team that went as far as they went last year. Keep an eye on them, but that, unfortunately, and I think the guys know this. Until you become a usual suspect. And welcome back into the State Champs Network. So glad you could join us on a Friday night. I mean, where else would you rather be? We got two of the best teams in the state for MHSAA hockey. Probably the best rivalry in all of the state as well. One heck of a first period. So glad you could join us. He is my friend Mike Ivesel. I'm Sean Belegian. Mike, this is where you get to play the role of the analyst and tell me what you saw in the first period.
Well, what I saw was a good game plan by CC's coaches. They had these guys getting the puck deep. Well, then the players got to do it. Then they got on that puck fast, and they made life miserable in the Brother Rice zone.
While we have a moment as well, we have the only goal of that first period. Mike, let's take a look at it right here. This was the recipe you saw Catholic Central use all period long.
Right there. You see the little play right there? The goalie's expecting him to come all the way around the net. He stops, pulls up short, and comes out. Patience. As soon as the D turns his back, he hits 23, who goes and scores.
Yeah, that's Jackson Ewald on the goal there.
It's a sneaky little play there.
Yeah, definitely was. And, as we talked about at the end of the first period, Mike, if you're Brother Rice, hey, listen, they were all over us, but we're only down by a goal. I mean, I'm
Absolutely.
sure that's going to be what the coaches were telling the Warriors in that period.
Absolutely. You're always disappointed when you go in the locker room and you're down, especially in a big rivalry game. It's the coach's job to calm me down and say, look, guys, that wasn't our best period. Their game plan beat our game plan. There's two more periods, and we're only down one goal. That's one shot. That's one bad bounce. That's one good shift by that top line.
So second period underway, and it begins, much the way the first period went. Catholic Central punching the puck in deep, on it. Trying to punch it in deep again, coming near side. Throwing it towards the net, that big goaltender Dano. Had to be careful there just to sweep it near side, right in front of our broadcast vantage point. To the line, but kept in for the moment by Catholic Central. Now an opportunity to get it out into the neutral zone. Guess what? Catholic Central pumps it right back in. Boy, we've seen that all night. Bodies hitting the ice. Thrown far side to the line, but kept in. Great job keeping that in at the line by Dante Williams. Pump back in. Rice with an opportunity to get it out. Let's see if they can get something going in transition. Nice crossover there across the grain. A 55-foot shot. Why not? To get the puck in deep, see if you can get something going with the next line.
And that was exactly what they needed, because if that rebound comes out and CC comes down the ice, you got a tired Brother Rice line on the ice. CC had made a smart change when they were down here in this zone. They were ready to go.
Warriors got their top line out there again. It's two sophomores in Peter Rosa and Andrew Marone and Ryan Marone, the senior. One by Rice. They're going to pump it in deep. It's Marone. Rosa there for support. Rosa knocked down to the ice, a chance to clear it out, and they do for the moment, but knocked back in. There's Rosa throwing it into the corner. Marone drops it back for his brother to the line, pumping it back in deep. Rosa lurking in deep. Marone and Rosa trying to play catch down there. Now here comes Marone, weaving, turning, still with the puck. Trying to drive towards the net, knocked down behind the net, and we've got the game's first penalty, Mike.
There you go. When you possess the puck like that, you're working hard, you're going to draw that penalty. The pressure this time was on CC's defense. Question, it was an interesting decision. You had your top line not start that period. It was a very interesting decision by Brother Rice's coaches there, when that was the only line that really carried the play in the first period.
Well, let's see if they stay out here for this power play. That was a long shift by their top line, and they're going to start this power play. Brother Rice on the power play as they trail 1-0 here at Oak Park Arena. Interesting, they have Ryan Marone playing one of the points, and he has to come and give chase. Just what the doctor ordered. I thought Marone, Mike, was arguably the Warriors' best player in the first period.
Absolutely. It was everything we heard about in the beginning of the game.
Now an opportunity to break it out. There's Marone, head up. Looking for his brother. Cleared into the neutral zone by the Shamrocks. Let's see if they keep this top unit out there. They've been out there for quite some time now, as it's Luke Descharme. Head up behind his own net. Weaves to the line. To Marone on the right wing. Marone stops, shows a little patience, got knocked off the puck, and outside the line. Catholic Central making some changes as well, getting some fresh troops out there. 1:05 left in this power play. Good kill so far by the Shamrocks, Mike.
Yeah, that top line, you could see they were a little bit tired by the end there when he was trying to bring the puck in. He stopped. This is the first time I seen him get knocked off the puck all game.
Herb back behind his own net, up to Hamity. Keep an eye on him. 8's a good player as well. Loses it at the line. Shamrock's just going to dump it back in. Dano plays it wide, but controlled there by the Shamrocks. Smart play there by Hamilton. Killing off a few minutes. Boy, he was breaking in front, and for a moment he was in front. There's Hamilton on the puck again, working hard, making the Warriors start once again back behind their own net. Herb looks one way, skates out the other way with 20 seconds remaining in this power play time. Kept in at the line. Herb going to pump it in deep. Too many bodies down there for the Shamrocks, and they're going to clear it. An effective kill here, Mike, with only 10 seconds remaining in this power play.
Yeah, just like everything else in this game, CC was aggressive and beating them on the puck. Puck battles, and their speed is just driving them crazy right now.
Kept in by the Shamrocks. Puck in front, an opportunity for Herb to get it out into the neutral zone, up to Brown. Brown just throws it towards the net, opportunity in front. Puck is loose, and they score!
We got to see a replay of that. I think that was hands. I think he knocked that out of the air into the net there off the rebound.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this is exactly what we talked about, Mike, in the first intermission. Everything going Catholic Central's way, but when you have two teams like this, one bad move can end up in the back of your net.
Here's the replay. Let's see what we can see here.
Keep an eye right here on number 11, Sam Yono. Rebound comes out, quick backhand. Using every inch of that 6'1" frame to bang that home, and we're all tied up with 13:10 to go here in the second period. Here's an opportunity for Catholic Central with a shot. Danu had to be careful. In back behind the net, this time controlled by the Warriors. For the moment, Rice on top of it again as they look to respond. Getting bodies in front, man open, a couple cracks at it, another crack at it, knocked aside. Oh, Dano, you can see his head bobbing, and we've got another penalty coming up here. This one, I believe, Mike, is going to be on the Warriors with a high stick.
I was going to be interested to see what they were going to call. I didn't know if they were going to call a hit to the head there, which sometimes comes with an automatic 2 and 10. It looks like a high stick, though.
Boy, Dano had to be cool as the other side of the pillow with all that traffic in front of him, Mike, but an opportunity now for Catholic Central to get something going via the power play.
Yeah, he's used that big body well this whole game. He's been on top of his game. Back to that goal, it's the old cliche, pucks to the net, bodies to the net. They got the puck to the net, Rice got both bodies to the net and got the goal.
Face-off won by the Shamrocks. To the point, shot towards the net just wide. Boy, deflected in front by something and nearly found its way in. Playing catch at the line now. Middle of the zone, deflected again. Right in front of us is Quick. Back to the line, another shot. Here's another shot, Deno with a big stop. Boy, he's made some big ones tonight. 20 seconds in to this power play opportunity. Shot down low, right in front of Deno, finally cleared aside by Herb.
Great power play. CC's moving off the puck and creating a ton of chances here.
Catholic Central with still a minute 20 left in power play in this 1-1 game. Coming in now, setting up shop. Hits the side of the net, tried to play it back out in front. Rice able to clear it out. One minute to go in this power play. Big hit on the other side. Shamrock showing some patience now. Waiting at the line, waiting to set things up. 3 men up top. Now stepping in the shot, Deneau knocks it aside, and the puck chipped high off the glass and into the neutral zone. Well, I'll tell you what, you can't say enough about Drake Deneau so far this game, Mike. He's made some big stops.
Oh, absolutely. But CC and Brother Rice is going to have to watch. They've got back door open here on this power play, and I think they're going to go to it here soon.
Under 30 seconds to go in this power play opportunity. 11:05 to go here in this second period. 1-1. What else would it be between Brother Rice and Catholic Central? Anybody's game. One last chance for a breakout, but a good job keeping them hemmed into their own zone. Let's see if Catholic Central can come the other way with numbers. Throw it east-west to the line, but not out. Now breaking in. Deflected down in front, but a wide. To the line, and Rice comes the other way. Here they come. That's Ursini throwing it in deep. Marone giving chase, in back behind his own net. Marone in control. Catholic Central a chance to skate it out, and they do. See if they can get things going the other way. Boy, a strange bounce into Deneau, huh?
I'm telling you, at some point, a bounce like that is gonna mean something in this game. I tell you what, Sean, we keep mentioning what a great rivalry, what a great game. Imagine if we had the kids in the student sections in here tonight.
Oh, baby. Hey, State Champs fans, don't forget to hashtag AltaSC on Twitter for your chance to win a free 2-day compact rental from Alta Equipment Company. State Champs and Alta, building champions. I cannot say enough about the great folks at Alta. They are the big reason why this is happening. We thank them as that puck goes into the protective netting. Mike and I were both nearly hit by pucks before the game. As a matter of fact, I took one right on my shoulder.
Thank you for taking that. You were eating pucks for me.
Thank you. And you know what? I sucked it up, Mike.
Yes, you did.
I sucked it up. No way was I going to be a scratch.
And you're not like Craig Ludwig with those huge pads on or anything. You took that with no pads.
We'll see how big that bruise is tomorrow.
There's a nice hit there.
Here comes an opportunity for Dudley coming the other way. Now Mullainen on the puck. Throws it in back behind the net. Boy, there's some big hits going on. Boy, look at the physicality now. You think these boys want to win this game? This is what it's all about at this level.
And you got to give those coaches credit for Brother Rice. Whatever they said is working. They've come out flying and aggressive.
Herb gives chase. We got a hook there. And that definitely, Mike, is going to be on Catholic Central.
Yeah, you got to call it. I mean, 23's got his hands up like he took a dive or something, but you put that stick in the midsection like that, you give the ref no chance, no choice.
Ewald, who, of course, scored in the first period for the Shamrocks, is going to take it there. Now, Brother Rice goal here in the second period came moments, Mike, after their power play expired. It was not a power play goal, but the one thing that you know is going to happen, he's going to get that top line out there. He's got that line, once again, of number 10, Peter Rosa, number 13, Ryan Marone, and Andrew Marone, and number 14, Ryan Marone.
And they're going to be well rested for this one. This is going to be fun to watch.
Keep an eye on Jack Cassidy as well. That's a good-looking sophomore defenseman at 6'2", 160 for the Warriors. Warriors with control. Marone playing the point. Throws it back to Marone, a little give and go there, knocked aside by the Shamrocks, and they get an opportunity to clear it out. Long skate in the second period, as you well know, Mike. I think more often than not, you look to make a change, but that time couldn't do it.
Now, you had one guy made a change. You got to do it. You don't need tired legs out there on the long change of the second period.
Boy, big collision there. You could hear that thud probably in your living room, and here come the Shamrocks shorthanded. 1-on-3, nice move, but finally chipped away there. Give some credit at the last moment to Luke Descharnes for chipping that puck away. But here come the Warriors. Leading the way is Cassidy. Cassidy waits, looking for some help down there, throws it to the point, kept in at the point. 55 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity for the Warriors. Not much going now. Shamrocks with an opportunity to clear it. They do.
I like this CC kill. They've been aggressive the whole game on their kill, and it's causing some chaos for Brother Rice's power play.
Boy, nearly a disaster there with the giveaway at the line. But, Mike, again, something you noticed very early, that bouncing puck, or else there may have been 2 Warriors in. Now going coast to coast with a pass. Tripped up in the corner to the line, but not out. Opportunity to throw it back into the corner. Good work back in behind the net by a trio of Warriors down there. Nice move to get out in front, knocked aside, and finally cleared the other way with 10 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity.
Wow, they just wholesaled. Every guy on the ice just got off. You could hear the CC coaches calling for them, and they came. They got away with it.
Penalty expires. Catholic Central looking to get something going. Puck comes to the line. Shot deflection in front, goes wide. Boy, Jackson Ewald has been busy here today. Scored the goal, nearly got another one there on the deflection. Opportunity in front, 23 by himself. He waits. He fires. Men down, Deneau again. Has to be very careful down there. To the line, deflected and off the post, Mike.
Nice. That was a nice play. Nice stick on the puck there. Again, what do we say? Pucks to the net.
It's really simple. Herb with the chance to throw it into the neutral zone. He does, going back the other way. Good work down there. One of the Catholic Central defenders getting the puck along the end boards into the neutral zone and controlled by Brother Rice. That's going to be Tommy Kunz. Throws it back in deep. Well, you better wear your hard hat when you're going in back behind the net, Mike, when you're talking about a game like this. These boys are banging.
Yeah, the script has just flipped here. It's down in that end now. Brother Rice is banging on these CC defensemen, making life miserable.
Nice move in the neutral zone. Opportunity in Deneau. Had to be very careful there. Boy, that was one heck of a rush by Wantuck, the sophomore, Ryan Wantuck for the Shamrocks. He's got the puck in the corner. Tries to throw it to the point. Kept in there. Back to Wantuck, in behind the net. Wantuck throws it out in front. Too many Warriors in front to help out Deneau. Puck in the air to the line, but kept in by the Shamrocks. Finally, Warriors get a chance to clear it, and that is going to go the length of the ice for the icing. Hey, Warrior Hockey has the new covert QRE 10 stick, elite puck feel, and quick release for players of all ages. The Warrior Covert QRE 10 stick, there's no feeling like it. Want to give a shout out to all my friends at Warrior, including an old buddy of mine, Doug Todd. Thank you, Warrior, for being a part of this. We appreciate you greatly and everything you do for hockey. Mike, Warrior, the leading name in hockey. I think we can say that, can't we?
I think so. They put out a lot of good stuff, and I believe your friend Brendan Gallagher uses their equipment.
He does, as a matter of fact. Here's an opportunity to the line and just out of the reach of number 7, Chaz Ursini. He has to chase back in his own zone. Now here comes Catholic Central coming the other way. 2-on-5. Boy, look at everybody getting back as well, Mike. You had 2 Shamrocks up on that attack, and all 5 Warriors were back there. You think this game means a lot to these two teams?
Absolutely. They're getting bodies on the puck.
Now an opportunity with a bouncing puck. Boy, Deneau had to be careful as that shot came up high. Shamrocks buzzing again, thrown out in front. Deneau pokes it away for the moment. Now an opportunity down low on the backhand, tied up in front. Deneau again, another big stop. Oh, baby, Drake Deneau.
Hey, we got to give him credit, too. He's making a lot of big stops, but he's putting rebounds in good spots. He's not leaving them right out there and hanging his defense out to dry. He's getting them out into the corners. But, again, that 7'2" body of his is being used.
Yeah, I'm just not buying 6'2", Mike.
There's no way.
Especially now that he's down here closer.
I couldn't get on a stepladder and be that tall.
Yeah, I'm not buying 6'2". Sorry. One heck of a goaltender, though. Draw one cleanly by the Shamrocks. Going point to point, but look out. Coming the other way. Breaking in. Rebound and knocked away. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was a heck of a lot of speed by Brett Harris going the other way.
What? Oh, they were coming back the other way, but what a play by the defenseman there. Number 8 is that Hemi. Again, we keep bringing that name up. That guy made a smart play, saw that pass coming across, picked it off, was gone with speed. Hemi used his length there to get that to keep him outside.
Brent Harris showing a burst of speed. The senior, 6 foot, 170 pounder for the Shamrocks. 4:25 to go here in this second period.
Wow, look at that coach. The coaches, CC's coaches are up in arms. They want to know what that whistle was for as they were coming down on a possible breakaway.
Puck was off the moorings, I believe.
Is that what the call is?
It looked like, Mike, it looked like that was the case. It looked like that was the case.
You'd like to see sometimes they use the discretion of putting it back on as the play's coming up the ice. When the play's out of the zone.
Especially when you have a breakout going the other way.
Yes.
Face-off stays deep in that Shamrock zone. Controlled by the Warriors to the line. Low shot, knocked down in front. Boy, that one hurt. You could see Dante Williams paid the price for that. Well, here's some speed on speed there. 2 Warriors there doing battle.
Calling?
And I think we're going to get a high stick there. I believe that is going to be on Billy Shields.
It was a great play coming down using his speed, but as he was going through, I think he was trying to lift the stick to get the puck, and he came up a little high and caught the guy in the helmet.
Yeah, Shields doesn't agree with it. I think Shields thought it was on one of the Warrior players, but it's going to be Shields going to the box there. Speaking of Warriors, keep an eye on Billy Shields. I think you're going to see his name on a potential Player of the Year list, Mike. He is a special, special player, the senior, number 7,
definitely.
Billy Shields.
When he's drawn the assignment of that top line, he's done a good job skating with them, and when he's been off of that top line, he's been producing some offense.
So here's that top line again. 3 sophomores on this top power play unit for Rice. Opportunity in front, that's Cassidy. One of those sophomores, he gets the puck knocked away. Shamrocks have an opportunity to clear it. All tied up, 3:50 to go here, second period.
So you think they're going to try to set one of these guys up with a shot? We heard about their amazing shots all pregame.
Yep, absolutely. Puck goes wide into the corner, controlled by Marone. Back out in front. Also out there, don't want to forget about Luke Descharme. There's an opportunity in front. Boy, swept aside because I'll tell you what, number 14, Ryan Marone, was lurking down there. Puck into the neutral zone, but Shamrocks can't get fresh troops. Here's Marone again. Marone goes inside out, but knocked down there. Good defensive play by the Shamrocks defender. That's number 19, Carson Wood, and they get the puck back out. But again, Mike, that long skate, they can't get fresh troops out there.
They're tired.
Finally, an opportunity to come down, and it looks like they're going to get those wholesale changes across the board. Trying to go quickly the other way. Danu gets that pass intercepted into the neutral zone and thrown back whence it came.
As just a couple seconds too late, or they could have had that long stretch pass.
Now here comes number 22, Max Brown. Holds onto it, showing some patience, waiting for something to open up in front. Nothing there. Knocked off the puck. In back behind the net. 20 seconds to go in this power play opportunity. Puck in front, but swept aside by one of those Shamrock forwards. Want to give credit where credit is due there. That was Jimmy Moreau, who did a good job pumping that out just over the line. Hey, check out State Champs Hockey Time every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Presented by the Alta Equipment Company. Myself and John Kidd will recap what's happening in high school hockey, coaches' interviews, Player of the Year, and much more. State Champs Hockey Time every Wednesday on the State Champs Sports Network.
Got another good kill here by the CC penalty kill.
10 seconds remaining in this one. Draw one by the Shamrocks, thrown right in on Deneau. That should do it for this power play opportunity. Good kill, Mike, as you mentioned, by the Shamrocks.
They keep it aggressive. They're making it hard on them. Again, that's what you have to do. You have to make the game hard for the opponent.
Going for that long stretch pass. Buck goes harmlessly into the corner for now. But hard work down there by a trio of Warriors. But here come the Shamrocks the other way. With speed, trying to throw it in front, but staying home. Great job there by Ursini. We've called his name a few times this period. Coming back the other way. Molanen loses it. Now Shamrocks on top of it, trying to get that forecheck going. Had so much success with in the first period. Not as much here in that second period. Giveaway now. To the line. Just over the stick. And the Shamrocks have to regroup, and they're going to change the forwards.
There's another bouncing puck.
Nice pass in front. Opportunity down low, but staying home. What a heck of a play by Ducharme. Coming back the other way. Here come the Warriors. Rosa waits, spins, twists, loses it. Shamrocks now looking for that home run pass. Give away to Rosa, but knocked aside. Boy, a couple of dangerous plays in deep to a guy that you do not want to give it up to in Peter Rosa.
Yeah, you got to watch it coming through the middle, especially when he's on the ice.
Brother Rice trying to get something going. Again, it's that Ryan Marone line. Number 14, Ryan Marone, the senior. He's had a heck of a night here tonight. Bouncing puck into the corner, to the line, but not out. Kept in, and now finally out over the line. Here comes Catholic Central the other way. Weaving. That's quick, throwing it towards the net. Deneau holds on to it.
Well, here's your rivalry coming. They're making it tough. These forwards for CC are going to the net, and the Warriors defense, they're giving them a tough time all the way in, even after the whistle a little bit.
12.3 seconds remaining, and again, another swift-moving second period.
Yeah, I think the coaches on the CC bench are going to have a talk to a couple of the forwards. We're talking about pucks to the net. They opted to pass a couple times there.
Draw one by the Warriors. They're going to try to make the last 4 seconds disappear here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Good job by Ducharme, kind of ragging off the remaining moments, and to the surprise of nobody, Mike, we're tied at 1 after 2 periods of play.
I think they looked like the two total opposite periods. What happened in the first, the opposite happened in the second. CC had the first period. Brother Rice took it to the second period.
When we come back in the third period, we'll get Mike's thoughts on what to expect in the third period. But first, in our second intermission, we're going to take a look back at some of the classic games between Catholic Central and Brother Rice in all sports from over the years that we've covered here on State Champs. We'll recap what happened in the second period when we come back. Don't you go anywhere. Our score after 2 periods of play here in Oak Park: Detroit Catholic Central 1, Birmingham Brother Rice 1.
Ryan back here with you, and we begin at the Oak Park Ice Arena as bitter rivals Detroit Catholic Central and Birmingham Brother Rice squared off last Wednesday night. Brother Rice is ranked 2nd in Division II, and they were looking to win their 5th straight game. We pick it up 10 minutes into the first period. This is the senior, Jack Bowman. With a nice deke, he snaps it home for his 12th goal of the season, and the Warriors led 1-0 after the first. More from Rice in the second. Jack Danbury skates on in. He goes top shelf for the goal, and the Warriors are now up 2 after 2 periods of play. Early stages of the third period, and Bowman looks like he's going in for his 2nd goal of the game, but his shot is stopped by Alec Calvaruso. Then Kyle Mulca knocks Bowman's rebound out of the air. Wow! Let's see that one again, and this one remained a 2-0 game. But the Warriors would add some insurance later on. Jack Koger gets the puck, puts it into the back of the net. Birmingham Brother Rice shuts out their rivals from CC. 3-0 is the final.
Let's do this. Detroit Catholic Central and Brother Rice, second meeting of the season, this one in the Warriors' backyard, and yes, lived up to the billing. Scoreless game in the second period, and one of the guys up for our newly announced Player of the Year race, Shamrock senior Brandon West, looking to make an impact. Great chance. The backhand denied by Rice goalie Pierce Cadju. He turned 45 pucks aside in the game. Warriors came in riding a 5-game unbeaten streak. 6:08 left in the second. Can't score if you don't shoot. Senior Dominic DePonio from the impossible angle off Zach Allen, and in about 90 seconds later, Will McKellen added another 2-zip Rice into the third. But high school hockey runs 51 minutes, not 34, and the CC senior West, solid. Bouncing puck, still blisters a one-timer into the cage. Shamrocks down just a digit. 5 minutes to go. Momentum's colors now blue and white. West on the doorstep. Second whack, back in the net. Knotted at 2, let's go to overtime. Late stages of the extra session. Shamrocks pressing. Number 22, Dylan Monty hovering, gets a deflection that finds a twine. Ball game. Detroit Catholic Central rallies to beat Brother Rice. 3-2 the final.
Dylan Monty gets the game winner. You guys pull it through. What does it mean to do this in overtime?
Well, it means everything, because if you think about last year, we went 0-2 versus a very good Brother Rice team, and to come back this year, finish them off this game, go 2-0 against them, and to get the game winner obviously makes it that much better.
Let's stay on the ice for what is always a big MIHL matchup. Huge rivals, Birmingham Brother Rice hosting our number 1 ranked squad in the state, the Shamrocks from Detroit Catholic Central. These teams met right before Thanksgiving, with CC coming out with a 5-4 win. Not 2 minutes into the contest, Warriors light the lamp. Sophomore Max Brown with the beaut into the back of the net. Catholic Central coming in at 13-1, but 8-0 in the MIHL North. Man advantage minutes later. Great passing by the Shamrocks. Ryan Clemens, the no-look to the tape of Kyle Gaffney from the edge of the slot. The junior bangs in his 14th of the season. Shamrocks weren't done scoring before the first period would end. Joe Bothwick feeds it over to Zach Borchert, a one-time rocket into the cage. The Catholic Central offensive attack as prolific as it gets, even more lethal on the power play. Brendan Miles sees Clemens sitting at the back door. Booyah! One of 2 goals in the contest. Shamrocks up a deuce. One of our National Coney Island Player of the Year candidates is Carter Corpy. Complete player here, recognizing he has a pair of teammates with him, finds Blake Salomon, and this junior hits pay dirt. Detroit Catholic Central in front 4-1 after the second. And the duo of Corpy and Salomon would hook up again. Salomon, his second goal on the game. Detroit Catholic Central wins 6-1. Shamrocks, winners of 12 straight.
The Oak Park Ice Arena for the site of our Alta Equipment Company main event between Brother Rice and Detroit Catholic Central in this showdown in the MIHL. We pick things up in the first period. Catholic Central with the early opportunity. Brett Beal slides it over to Brendan Miles, but Brother Rice senior netminder Cooper Duncan is there for the stop. It's scoreless after 1. The Warriors looking to capitalize on the power play early in the second now. Nick Marone's shot is denied by CC goaltender Louis Finnegan, and the game remains scoreless. Now, under 5 minutes to go in the period, the Warriors would get on the board. Matthew Tatar's shot is stopped, but the junior Max Brown is there to bang home the rebound. Brother Rice takes a 1-0 lead. And they would add another one just over a minute later. Ryan Marone feeds it to Dylan McNulty, and the senior buries it. Brother Rice goes into the third period up 2-0. Catholic Central looking to cut into that deficit. Early part of the final period, Miles gets another chance, but Duncan is there again with the denial. The senior had 17 saves in this one. Now, under a minute left in this one. The Shamrocks pull the goalie to get the extra skater on the ice. Dylan Dooley is stopped by Duncan, but Caden Hammy is there to knock in the rebound. CC now down 2-1. Shamrocks get one last chance in the remaining moments of the game to even it up, but they won't get a good look at the net. Brother Rice goes on to take the regular season series over their rivals from Catholic Central. 2-1 your final score.
You know, it means a lot. We just came off a loss versus Calumet, and we really needed a win, so it feels great. A lot of momentum going forward. Great for the push of the second half of the season.
Let's go!
We now go to what is viewed as arguably the greatest football rivalry in the state of Michigan. Detroit Catholic Central taking on the Warriors from Birmingham Brother Rice. This game played at historic Wisner Stadium on Saturday night. Catholic Central looking to beat Rice for a record 6th straight year. First quarter, junior quarterback Declan Bile finding time, connects with Sam Dursa, the Saginaw Valley State commit, the 33-yard touchdown. Shamrocks out to a 7-0 lead. Brother Rice had won 5 of 6 in this matchup before the streak, and coming off a thrilling OT win over De La Salle in the opener. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter, QB Jake Coulter with the quick dish to Colacanaria, and watch the junior do the rest. Amazing burst, 52 yards to the house. They missed the PAT, and the Warriors down a penny, 7-6.
Rice driving in the second. Coulter looking to hook up with Lacanaria again, but check out the junior Cameron Davenport selling out to get the INT. Detroit Catholic Central went into halftime leading 10-6.
Let's go, boys. This game's ours. Let's go. Come on. Hey, don't quit right now. No quit.
In an unprecedented turn in offensive philosophy, the Shamrocks threw the ball on 40% of their plays in this one. Bile hitting Owen Semp in stride, 49-yard score. Detroit CC now up 11 at 17-6.
Good job. Good job. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Check out Lacanaria right here. A full stop and then boom, down the sideline, gives us a glance, 33-yard touchdown. They went for two and failed. Warriors down 17-12 into the fourth. Brother Rice had their chances for the go-ahead score in the final quarter, but the Catholic Central defense came up huge, sacking Coulter a total of 6 times in the contest. Detroit Catholic Central hangs on to beat their rivals from Rice for the 6th straight time, the longest winning streak in the history of the rivalry. Final score, 17-12.
All right, welcome back in. So glad you could join us. Third period about to begin. What a heck of a game we've had here. What would you expect when these two teams get together? Birmingham Brother Rice 1, Detroit Catholic Central 1. 1 goal in that second period. And Mike, I believe Kevin is going to give us a look at it here.
We got to see, does he get it out of the air? I believe he does. Nice saucer pass.
Tail end of a power play. Sam Yono bangs her home, the senior, and we're all tied up at 1. Listen, Mike, for what it's worth, I think that Catholic Central has had a territorial advantage here tonight, especially in the first period. I think that Catholic Central's been the better team here tonight, but much like we said in the first period, in a game like this, one mistake can make all the difference in the world. Heck, Livonia Stevenson made a mistake late in the game against Catholic Central last Saturday, and it ended up in the back of their net, and Catholic Central came away with a 2-1 victory. All right, you play coach right now. What are you telling the boys in blue?
Well, the most obvious thing is you got to stay out of the box because that threw them off their game plan. The next thing is let's get back to what we were doing in the first period. Pucks deep, speed onto their defense. Let's see if we can get them to make that mistake late in the game.
I'll let you speak for the guys in orange in just a moment, but this third period is underway. Bobby Masters, the junior goaltender, leaving it for his fine-looking defenseman, Hemme, who gets it to the line and finally pumped out. Rice obligated to punch it right back in until it's controlled by Dante Williams. Starts one way, goes the other, now the other with 2 men on him. But an opportunity to go the other way with speed. Here come the Shamrocks, knocking it in deep. This was the recipe in the first period. They dominated in back behind that net for the Warriors. Doing battle now in front of that Brother Rice bench. Back into the zone and giving chase now are the Shamrocks. That's Gronzaleski. Trying to get something going are the Shamrocks, taken over by the Warriors. Staying at home, pumping it back into the neutral zone. A little catch in the neutral zone now between these two teams. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Coming in, Deneau, shot goes up high. Rebounded in front. Boy, Deneau again had to make a big stop. Another shot from the point somehow got through. Rice with an opportunity to get it out, and they do for the moment. Minute and a half into this third period, all tied up at 1. Now, Mike, while we have a second, you're Coach Chappett. What are you telling the Warriors here going into this third period?
Well, I don't think it's going to be much different than what CC's doing. They had success in the second period also getting that puck deep and causing the pressure, but it all starts with you have to offset CC's pressure, and you got to be able to get the puck out. The D's got to make that first outlet pass, be it up the middle or to the winger, and we've seen it already, a couple of good outs.
Connor Miles trying to get something going from the blue line, jumping up as well. Puck loose in the corner. Opportunity in front, swept away by the Warriors. That's Tommy Kuhn starting one way, going the other way. Going to play it off the boards to himself, but kept in deep by the Shamrocks. That forecheck has been tenacious tonight. Opportunity in front, they score! Oh, baby, Connor Miles. The whole play started about 40 seconds earlier with Miles chipping it in deep, and there's that cycle and that relentless work by the Shamrocks.
I think we talked about that earlier. Get the puck deep, get the pressure on there, make them cough the puck up, and they did. And they also did exactly what you're going to have to do to beat the goalie. You got to get bodies in front of the net. He never seen that, and that puck got through clean.
Connor Miles really started that whole chain of events about a minute and a half earlier. A long shift for that young man, but it pays off. And Mike, again, throw the puck to the net, young man. Good things are going to happen. And the Shamrocks take a 2-1 lead with 14 and a half minutes to go in this third period.
Absolutely. He had a chance to pass that back to the defenseman. We were talking about it earlier in the other period. Get the puck to the net. You don't have to pass it all the time.
Boy, a couple of big hits down in the corner. As Mickey Redmond would say, that ain't no place for a nervous person.
Oh, boy.
You're banging bodies down there. Here's an opportunity. Coming down now, Rice throwing it in front of the net. Good job by Masters, and it draws a penalty.
That is such a smart play. To be able to move off the puck to the net like that, he drew that penalty. If he stops skating because he doesn't have the puck, this penalty doesn't happen.
Put your head down and drive to the net. Here's a replay of that goal, Mike.
They got the puck clean. He's looking for an out. Boom. Forecheck, coughed it up.
17 right in front.
Yep.
Turn and fire.
He had the defenseman. He could have passed it back. He didn't. He turned and got it on net.
So another power play opportunity for Brother Rice. Good job on the backhand, knocking it out by the junior defender Nick Condon. This Coach Kalinicki and his Shamrocks are shorthanded for the next minute and 45. Here come the Warriors. Over the line and again, knocked to the line, but not out this time. Warriors trying to settle it down. Look at this aggressive penalty kill, Mike. They're going at the puck. They're not sitting in that box. They are going at the puck.
Absolutely not. It's the way you should coach it. There's certain pressure points that when things happen, you attack. If that, like tonight, the puck is bouncing. That puck bounces, you jump on him. The guy turns his back, you jump on him.
I thought Borkhardt had a heck of a kill there in the first 45 seconds. Now 1:10 remaining. Here come the Warriors again. Great speed outside, thrown to the front.
Almost
But
another
swept
penalty.
away. Back to the point, getting it at the net, deflected in front, but a wide. Boy, Bobby Masters has been able to see everything tonight. Let's see if Rice can get some bodies in front of the net. Nice move in front, trying to get it down low. Masters again, sees it down low, kicks it aside. 45 left in this power play time. One-timer Masters out at the edge of his crease, knocking that away and finally out.
Well, all the pressure Brother Rice has had on this, the only thing bad to come of it is they have not been able to get that top line out.
Wrist shot, knocked aside, puck to the line but not out, shot right into the corner. Trying to get it out one last time with 20 seconds remaining, and they do. They get some changes. They change too. Rice is going to change up as well. Time for one more rush. But an opportunity to clear it and consider it done. Dante Williams, another defender who's had a strong night here tonight for the Shamrocks, and that is going to do it. An effective power play kill, that time by the PK unit for the Shamrocks. Now with speed, Marone in front. He had two men in front, hopped over the stick of Rosa. There's that bouncing puck you've been talking about all night, Mike. Cycled down low on the backhand. Marone now. The Marone brothers playing catch. Marone knocked down in the corner. Rosa coming over to get some help. You know, Coach Chapman told me the one thing he likes about Rosa is his compete level. Take a look at this shift. Battling all the way down the ice and winning the battle far end.
That wins you brownie points when you get to the bench for sure. That's what your teammates want to see. He's giving it up on both ends. 200-foot player.
1-on-3 that time for Marone. Kicked aside. And the play called at the line. 2-1 Shamrocks.
Well, as well as this top line is playing, I think we're seeing a little bit of frustration set in on them. CC, as the game has gone along, has done a good job containing them.
Pretty even game. I mean, you have to give the advantage to the Shamrocks. I'm going to say it again, not just on the scoreboard, Mike, but I think some opportunities as well. But in a game like this, we see it time and time again. One bounce can change the complexion of a game.
We've seen a lot of bounces today.
Yeah, we sure have. Now here comes the Shamrocks the other way. They've got numbers. In. Scores!
Oh! What do they say? Where Mama keeps the peanut butter?
Got that right.
Wow, that almost knocked his water bottle right off. But that started with the defenseman making that first pass. The winger made that outlet pass on the breakout, and that went right up the ice.
Well, we've called his name a few times here. That's 22, Ryan Wantuck.
Wow, what
and
a
that's
shot.
a snipe. That's a snipe, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about that.
Wow.
That's one of those goals, Mike, I think it's safe to say you and I saw it at about the exact same time. As I'm yelling goal, you're going, whoa! We had a little Bill and Ted thing going on here.
Well, I tell you, it was perfect. We set up in this corner because we're smart. We wanted to see that play develop just like that. That's exactly what we seen.
3-1 Shamrocks. They give themselves some breathing room.
They put that top line right back out, Sean.
Absolutely they did. Keeping it in his Kuntz. Trying to get it down low, staying home. Good job to the line, but not outshot back in. Masters had to be careful. I'll tell you what, the Catholic Central defenders have been outstanding tonight, clearing the road for their goaltender Masters. Shot back in deep.
And eating pucks.
Yeah. Absolutely. Dante Williams now goes off for a change. No, he stays out there working one-on-one with Rosa. Rosa trying to use that speed to get around him. Support from Hemme. Coming back the other way is Beal. Beal is going to punch it into the neutral zone. He'll go off for a change with 10:05 to go here in this third period. A little more breathing room. We got a penalty coming up there. I'll tell you what, Marone has been good tonight. He drew that off of Brendan Quick, the forward. It's that quick first step from number 14, Ryan Marone, and they're going to go right back on the power play. Hey, don't forget, check out State Champs Hockey Time every Wednesday at 3 o'clock, presented by the Alto Equipment Company. Myself, Jonathan Kidd, will recap what's happening in high school hockey, coaches' interviews, player of the year, and much, much more. State Champs Hockey Time every Wednesday on the State Champs Network. Another power play opportunity for Brother Rice. Let's see if Coach Cal's penalty kill unit can do it again. They've been stellar here tonight.
He's staring down that back door. He's got the guy there. He's just got to get that pass through.
Ready. At the line. Matthew Herb now creating some space for himself into the corner to Harris. Harris waits, turns, spins, comes near side now. Throws it back in behind the net. Back to the point. Play and catch now. Good job of puck possession here. Trying to get that shot. High slot area. Look at Masters. That is a great job by the goaltender coming out and cutting down that angle, Mike.
Yeah, they started out slow on that power play, but once, me and you talk about it all the time, once they got the bodies moving and the pucks moving, they set up a play right there.
Take a look at the replay of that last goal as well, Mike. Here's that snipe that we talked about.
He did pop the water bottle.
He
You
did?
see the water bottle popped up. That is just a snipe. That's the first clean one I think they've got on Dano today.
1:20 left in this power play opportunity for Brother Rice. They need 2 goals. My mindset is always get one sooner rather than later. You're not going to get it that way. Cleared by the Shamrocks. Dante Williams, another defender that's had himself a good night here tonight.
If they can get entry into the zone here, let's see if they keep the pucks and bodies moving. They got to keep a flow going down here.
Here comes Marone. Nice move on top. And I'll tell you what, staying home, Bobby Masters had a big stop there, Mike.
Yeah, if you got moves like that, you don't need to move much. Wow.
45 seconds remaining in this power play. Here comes Rosa, that time to the line, but not out. Winding up, deflected over the top of the net. Rebound down in front, Masters with a stop. Masters with another stop. Puck laying loose. Cassidy knocked off the puck. And a great job once again by the defenders down low after Masters made 2 big stops.
He almost cleared him into the warming room.
Chance for one more rush by the Warriors. Shamrocks doing a great job on these kills tonight. And they're going to kill this one off as well. Send it the other way, and that, boy, that was very, dangerously close to too many men on the ice.
I think we hear some parents in the background that called that a penalty.
I'm going to guess that there are probably 50 referees in blue somewhere in the crowd. There's an opportunity to score. How many times do you see it? Short side, Alex Hamady, tail end again, Mike, of the power play. Not much room. He didn't need much room, and Rice cuts it to 1.
Great observation. Both goals coming just seconds after the power play, but again, pressure on the defense, make it hard for them. He coughed the puck up, got onto Brother Rice's stick. What a great look in front, that pass, though. Didn't panic.
The senior, Alex Hamady, didn't have a lot of room from where we're sitting, and he pumps it in just as the power play expires. Mike, here's a look.
The defense got back in time, and there he is right there. Right place, right time, right?
So 7:50 to go in this one. Shot in on the goaltender Masters. He's just going to hold on to it, that junior. Number 31, Bobby Masters. And again, to the surprise of nobody, we've got a close game here tonight in Oak Park Arena.
It's got everything that this rivalry usually is, and we've said it before, I'll say it again, except for the student sections rooting them on right now.
Mike, you had an opportunity to coach for many years with one of Coach Kalinicki's assistants on the bench, Scott Locke, who certainly had his fair share of success at Grosse Pointe North.
Oh, absolutely. He is probably one of the more underrated hockey minds in the game right now. I love sitting down talking hockey with him, and what an unbelievable program he built there at Grosse Pointe North.
No doubt about that. And one of my favorite guys in high school hockey, the head coach, Brandon Kalinicki. Always appreciate conversations with Cal. We had an opportunity to talk to him a little bit before the game as Catholic Central tries to get one back. They're on top 3-2 with 7:10 to go here. Big battle back behind the net of Dano. This is much like we saw early in the game. Catholic Central just pumping it deep and winning those battles back in behind the net. This time Rice with an opportunity to clear high off the glass, and they do, and that is going to go the length of the ice for icing.
When your forecheck's that good, that's all you can do is ice it. You got to get it out of there. Again, not a bad play. I'd rather have an icing come back down in our zone for a face-off than the puck in the back of our net because of that forecheck.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find all of our State Champs content at our website, statechampsnetwork.com, or you can download the State Champs app that is available on your favorite streaming platforms. Download the free State Champs app today. 6:54 to go. Third period. Catholic Central 3. Brother Rice 2. Here come the Warriors, though. Stopping at the line. Trying to get something going offensively. Deflected and off the post. Oh, baby, that one was close. On top of it now, the Warriors buzzing, looking for that equalizer. Spinning is Harris. Harris still with the puck. Harris on that backhand. Harris holding on to it, finally rubbed off, and an opportunity to get it outside the line, but not that time. Guess who's on it again? Harris. Boy, good battle there between Harris and Dante Williams, and finally the Shamrocks with an opportunity. Moreau gets it to the line.
I don't know. The bench wanted to call there, and they might have been right.
Hemmy's had a strong game here tonight. Caden Hemme, the junior defender.
I like his game. He's all over the ice in his zone, covering.
Good stop there. High shot. Masters had to be very careful. To the line, and once again, not out. Now it's Brother Rice's turn to buzz a little. Opportunity, high slot area. Cleared to the line, but not out. Sent right back in. All over it now are the Warriors with a high shot that goes over the net.
CC needs a whistle.
They desperately need a whistle. This line has been out there for a while, and they are going to get the whistle now.
Not a bad play. At this age level, you can throw the puck out like that, and it's not going to be a penalty. Got the whistle, change them up. Now, unfortunately for CC, that top line of Brother Rice is coming out, so they're going to have to do it all over again.
Nice to hear from so many people that are watching this, Mike. Our neck of the woods. You and I are both West Siders. Hearing a lot from our friends and that went to Catholic Central. Yep. I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Hubie. I believe you're familiar with his
Jim Hubenschmidt.
Jim Hubenschmidt.
I played on CC with Jim Hubenschmidt and Scott Locke.
You played for CC?
What? Little known fact.
I guess all those people accusing you of being pro Brother Rice, maybe.
Well, I mean, doesn't that mean I'm doing a good job
I
then,
think
right?
that means you're doing a great job,
Absolutely.
sir.
When I can call it neutral like that.
I'm biased. I'm your friend, for goodness sake. Even if you were brutal. Oh, Mike, you're doing a great job.
Now that doesn't give me any confidence, as you've been telling me I've been doing fine.
Bouncing puck into the corner. Brother Rice looking for that equalizer with 5:10 to go. Mike, how often do you see it where you pinch a little too hard and you see an odd man rush going the other way?
Absolutely. You got to be smart with your pinches.
Once again, pumped in deep. Brother Rice trying to take a page out of the Catholic Central playbook and do some work down low, in behind the net.
Oh,
They're the Moreau
he gave
brothers,
him
and
no
you're going to
choice.
get yourself a
He
penalty.
gave him no choice.
Absolutely.
The ref was there. He just telling them, let it go, let it go. He gave him no choice. As you were saying, this whole live streaming is just such a great thing. As you were saying, Hubie's watching the game. I've got a bunch of guys I know from hockey that are watching it, some CC dads, Jim Hamilton and Anthony Dickow out there. They've got a couple of 06s that are hoping to be playing on this team soon.
Good. Well, we appreciate you all listening. No doubt about that. Oh, look at this. Going to even it up, Mike.
You know what? Great call. Great call.
Going to even it up. But I'll tell you what. You know what's fun? When you have two speedy teams like this, Mike, at this level, let me ask your opinion. Wouldn't you love to see some 4-on-4?
Oh, I love 4-on-4. Remember back in the day, you get down to 3-on-3. It's so rare now unless it's overtime. That when you can open the ice up like that, and these teams have the speed to do it.
Great job getting in the shooting lane that time, trying to set himself up. Was number 21, Brett Harris, the senior. There's a good look at Harris. 4:37 to go in this one.
Yeah, it would be. Now that you say it, the more and more I think about it. 4-on-4,
It'd be great at this
3-on-3.
level.
Oh, yeah.
Be great at this level. I'm not going to sit here and suggest rule changes anymore. I've done it enough over the last few years. Thank you.
We'll stay in our lane and just call it, right?
No doubt about that. This is going to go the length of the ice for the icing. But no, Mike, all jokes aside, while we have a break in the action, when you're talking about two very talented teams,
Yep.
I mean, talent-wise, maybe the most talent. I mean, between both teams.
Yeah, you're talking 2 top 5 programs.
Speed?
Here. Yep.
Oh, boy, I'd love to see some 4-on-4 out there.
Speed, skill, hockey IQ. It would be unbelievably exciting.
See Cassidy out there on this top line this time. Good-looking sophomore, tall sophomore in front. Spins. Rebound comes out to Marone, but he can't get it on the net. Goes wide. Battle right in front of us, kept in by Rice. Going far side now. Looking for Cassidy. Jack Cassidy. Keep an eye on that young man, number 28. I'll tell you what, I like what I've seen out of that tall young man.
Absolutely.
We talked to his mother during the intermission, and
Yep.
she said he's still growing. He might be 6'3" now.
Oh, man. What are they feeding these kids? Because I got to get Sebastiano on some of it. My Lord. 6'3". We've got an 8'2" goalie down here in the other end.
Draw one cleanly by Brother Rice. Spinning, just throwing it towards the net. Masters had to be careful there, but an opportunity to skate out now for Connor Miles. He's got one of the Shamrock goals tonight. Pumped in by Shane Zott.
It's getting late in the game. You're seeing a lot of CCs getting it out of their zone and into Brother Rice's zone. You know it's late in the game when you're seeing that.
Opportunity to punch it right back in there by Shane Zott. Into the corner, controlled by the Shamrocks. You know they'd love nothing more than to waste a few minutes in behind that Brother Rice net, much like they did early on.
Yeah, just keep the puck deep.
Puck just over the line. Just pump right back in. No harm done there with 3:10 to go. Catholic Central 3. Brother Rice 2. Oak Park Arena. So glad you can join us. Marone throws it to Rosa. Rosa trying to make something happen. Good play, just chipping it out right there. Give credit where it's due to Brett Beal, the senior forward. Getting back and taking it off the stick of a very dangerous sophomore, Peter Rosa. There's an opportunity. Puck taken away there. Good job sticking with it by Nick Condon. Condon just throws it into the neutral zone. Might keep an eye on the far end and see when they might want to take Drake Deneau out.
It's always interesting to see nowadays when they pull the goalie. Back in the day, it might have been 45 seconds left. You're seeing it later and later, and I think they thank your friend Patrick Waugh for that when he started coaching.
You are 100% right. He changed it at all levels. I remember I was watching them one night, and he did it with like 2:50 left or something. I'm going, what the heck is he doing? And it worked.
Yes, then when you think about it, you never know when you're going to get the opportunity to possess that puck with that extra man.
Hey, our next State Champs Game Time Live, presented by Alta Equipment Company, will be Thursday, February 25th. Mike, we're going to Trenton. Livonia Stevenson goes on the road to take on the Trojans, one of the best rivalries in Division II scoring off, and we'll have it right here on the State Champs Sports Network.
Well, I can say I already know that we're going to be getting it from the Trenton fans that we're Stevenson homers, right?
Oh, listen. I have lived with that. I think you know this. I have lived with that my entire existence doing high school hockey stuff. Look, I'm going to get it out of the way right now.
Okay.
One of our mutual friends, one of our best buddies, is the head coach at Livonia Stevenson. So let everybody start bombing us now, Mike. Let everybody start bombing us now.
If they only knew how hard we were on Dave, we may come out of that as Stevenson people thinking we're Trenton.
I think Dave might even come up and start ripping on us during the game. Let's take a look at the replay on that last goal by Brother Rice.
Okay. You just ask, take a look at where that puck's going. 15 would want that back, that. But he was looking to get that puck. He didn't see the guy, and it ends up in the back of the net.
Well, let's see if Brother Rice wins this draw, Mike, and starts with a rush the other way. If that fine-looking goaltender, Drake Deneau, kind of heads to the bench at that point in time. Let's see. And if you're Catholic Central, you're just saying, tie it up in the corner just as they're doing right now.
Eat it up.
It's taken precious seconds off the clock. 2 minutes to go now in this 3-2 hockey game in Oak Park.
The door's open. They're going to be looking to pull them as soon as they possess the puck down here, Sean.
Puck in the corner right in front of us. Tremendous battle going on right in front of us. Good work by Nick Borkart by himself. Deneau started to the bench and wisely turned around Mike Iverson.
I said as soon as they possess that puck, I might have done it a little bit earlier, but I understand wanting possession of that puck before you pull them.
Oh, a trip in deep, no call. I think some people were looking over there. Wholesale changes by the Shamrocks. $1:25 to go. Third period. Shamrocks on top 3-2.
Yeah,
over the line and offside.
This is always interesting to me, Sean, when you've got this just outside the zone face-off. And it looks like they're going to keep them in. Some coaches won't pull this goalie. Again, you never know when you're going to possess that puck. It could be 30 more seconds before they feel comfortable pulling them, and you've lost that much time with that extra man. Some guys might pull them.
$1:20 left. Catholic Central 3. Brother Rice 2. Up into that protective netting, and we'll just do it again. Is that puck deflected up? Caden Hemme really had a strong night as far as I'm concerned, Mike. Number 8, the junior defender for the Shamrocks.
He's been everywhere. He's moved the puck well. He's been a force. He's blocked shots, kept the puck in on their zone.
There's Hemme on the puck again. Just throwing it down there. That is going to be waved off. Advantage Shamrocks as it was deflected. In behind the net. Circling again, an opportunity in front. Oh, Deneau had to be careful. Down there with only 1:02 to go. That would have been the coup de grace. You pump a goal in there with $1:02 remaining.
And this is exactly what we were talking about. They might not get a chance to pull them if they don't win this face-off. I'm thinking there's going to be a timeout here soon.
Well, they took one a couple minutes ago, did Brother Rice. Let's see if Catholic Central wants to do it.
I don't want that top line rested.
Under a minute to go in this game. It's been a classic Shamrock Warrior game. Near side, no. Deneau out. Rice, net, empty. Puck thrown the other way, and it's going to be called on the icing. So they'll leave Dano on the bench, no doubt, with 45.2 seconds remaining here at Oak Park Arena.
At Catholic Central made a decision there on their forecheck. They went a little bit aggressive, and that allowed them to get out of the zone and pull that goalie. I can't believe they're letting them take time there.
I don't think Coach Kalanicky liked that. I can see Coach Kalanicky simultaneously telling his defenders where to go and chirping at the officials there. I love Coach Cal, one of my favorite guys.
They're looking at something. They see a play or something getting set up here. You can see him warning them about it.
Taking this draw is going to be number 10, Peter Rosa. The sophomore wins it cleanly. Back to the point. Throwing it in the corner. Extra attacker on. Player trips at the line. An opportunity at the empty net? No. Thrown far side. Another chance here on the rush. It's Marone throwing it deep behind the net. Giving chase down there is Hemme. Hemme's had a strong night, number 8. Can't get it out, though. An opportunity now to get it out, and they do, just into the neutral zone. Rice has to get back onside. 15 seconds to go. Knocked back into the neutral zone. 10 seconds to go. One last chance here, maybe. Shamrocks giving chase in the corner. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good spin by Hemme, and the Shamrocks are going to win this hockey game.
Wow, you got to give it to the CC defenders in their own zone there. A big part of this game, whether it's a power play or whether you have the extra man when you pull the goalie, is puck retrieval, and they never allowed Rice to retrieve that puck once they lost it in the zone.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you think those kids are loving this? Look
Did you
at
see
that.
They jumped on that goalie.
Absolutely.
It's what we talked about in the pregame when we were saying they're going to be ready to play. They weren't happy with that one bad period they had last game, right? And they came out. That's pride. They're proud of themselves. They're proud of their teammates. They're proud of that goaltender, and they should be.
One heck of a game here tonight between these two long-time rivals. I think two teams that, Mike, I would be stunned if I didn't see both of them at USA Hockey Arena late March. I mean that. I think you have to look at Catholic Central as still the favorite in Division I. I think, for me, Brother Rice, one of the favorites in Division II. Division II is loaded. Make no mistake about that. And we're going to see two of those really good teams next week in Trenton.
Oh, absolutely. And for these guys here, we talked to the coaches before the game, and they said both teams, they've got a lot of developing to do. They did a lot of developing here today. They grew a little bit with this game. They're going to continue to grow as these games go on. They get a little bit more practicing under their wings. And I do believe that we will see both of these guys at USA.
Absolutely. Your final score here tonight at Oak Park Arena. Detroit Catholic Central wins by a score of 3-2. Listen, before we sign off, I gave you a job tonight, Mr. Iveso. Do you remember what the job was I gave you?
I think it was something about 3 stars?
Yes, Mike Iveso's 3 stars of the game. Is that all right? Sponsored by Mike Iveso.
Sponsored by Mike Iveso.
Who are you going with, though, pal?
Well, for the number 3 star, we have to go with Rosa. Was it 14? I'm
14,
sorry.
Ryan Marone.
Ryan Marone. 14, He was all over the place. He was buzzing. He had a lot of opportunities and created a lot of opportunities. With the number 2 star, we're going to go with number 8, the defenseman, Caden Hemme from CC.
Boy, I agree with you, pal.
Yeah. It was a tough one. I would like to have him number 1, but I think the CC goaltender is going to be our number 1 star here. Bobby Masters, he made some big saves at the right time in the third period.
He sure did. Hey, listen, first of all, thank you for joining us wherever you may be here tonight. I want to thank our great crew. I mean, honestly, Denver, John, Kevin, John. Am I missing anybody? I'm probably Chuck and Chuck. Yeah, how can I get Chuck and Chuck? But what am I doing? How can I forget Chuck and Chuck, right? But seriously, thank you, and most importantly, thank you for joining us. Mike, you did so well. Why don't you come back next week?
I would love to come back next week. And let's not forget to thank the fine people of Alta for having us here on a Friday night. There's nowhere else I would have rather been than watching high school hockey at Oak Park Arena.
No doubt about that. For everybody involved, my name is Sean Belegian, saying make sure you tune in to State Champs. We'll have hockey time for you. We'll have the Warrior Player of the Year list coming out very shortly as well. But why don't you join us next Thursday as well, as we're going to be in the backyard of hockey as far as I'm concerned, Trenton. Boy, what a hockey hotbed that is. We're going to be down in Trent next Thursday night for the Trojans playing host to the Livonia Stevenson Spartans. For Mike Iveso, my name is Sean Belegian saying thank you so much for joining us from Oak Park, Michigan, the home of the Brother Rice Warriors, where tonight Detroit Catholic Central comes away with a 3-2 victory. Good night, everybody.